Institute for Space Opera Research is proud to present Pisor Scares 2022.
Change places with anyone tonight. We'll carve pumpkin faces and watch the witches' flight. Every human heart will shudder. Every soul will shake with fear. The creepiest, tonight the scariest, tonight the most wonderful night. Trick or treat is what they all said. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. Trick or treat. Here comes Halloween. 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 Here it comes now. Halloween. Here comes Halloween. Here comes Halloween. Here comes Halloween.
Tonight, the world's most horrible combination of the decade, showing in blood-curdling color.
See a most diabolical story of sacrifices to a non-human creature in Brides of Blood, starring John Ashley.
The second unbelievable terror will scare the pure living yell out of you when you see Christopher Lee in Blood Fiend. A pre-engagement ring set will be given to the girls who attend. Tonight, It's ashes to ashes, dust to dust. If the brides of blood don't get you, the blood fiend must.
So, will we see you tonight? Good.
Night falls. The forest holds its breath. Everything is still. The blood-red moon stares through the trees. Suddenly, the wind blows. The trees shiver. A bat quivers in the night and flies away. Far into the woods, witches wail. Witches cackle. And cast their spells. A black cat cries at the moon. It is Halloween.
Are you still at Computers Incorporated, Kathy?
Still there.
When's your due date?
Oh, 3 long weeks.
You'll make it.
Yeah, well, it's easy for you to say.
Are you sure you want this book?
Well, it's about computers, isn't it?
It's a religious book about people who worship computers. One of the stock boys read it, though. He said it was really scary.
Good. You have to scare some people just to get their attention. Should we allow these people to find themselves in the tribulation period scared to death? Or get their attention now while something can be done?
Well, I'll read the book, honey. But like you, Patty, I just find all this prophecy stuff to be a little hard to believe.
You know, unless you gals open your minds and your hearts, I'm afraid one of these days you're going to be in for a rude awakening.
Betrayed us. You belong in a bottomless pit now. You're not even human. And people want to be here. Please, I don't want to be here. Please help me.
Patty, we don't want you to be here either. My sister just threw her life away for a gun that doesn't even exist. This life is real, Patty. Can't you see? The skeleton is real. Please take the mark. Patty, please. Take the mark.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I know that He is with me. He is with me. I know that He is not with me. You are with me, and if you're not with me, I'm all alone. Though I don't give a damn, 'cause I'll make it on my own.
For the prince of this world shall redeem his soul.
Then I shall fear no evil. I shall fear no good. Then I shall fear no evil. I shall fear no good. And I'll be in this world, and they'll be in this world, and they'll be in this world, and they'll be in this world, and they forsake me. Hell can't take me, and if hell won't take me, I'll stay right here.
Wait a minute. That's more than double the marked price.
Read the sign, lady. Do you want the eggs or not?
Yeah, I want the eggs. What a ripoff.
I just work here. If you want to cry ripoff, yell at the government.
Come on, are we going to fight or are we going to check out groceries?
Come on, let's move. That'll be $189.65 with tax.
Look, he was here first.
Enter the bizarre world of the Carlo Ponti, who brought you Dr. Zhivago. Now, Torso. 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 It saturates the screen with terror. Torso.
All right, what have you got?
Over here. Well, what do you think?
Don't quote me, but this wasn't any animal.
And, that's not all. It gets worse.
Great.
No, it's not enough to harm us, Ted. But the radiation's not our real problem. We don't even know whether it's contagious or not.
Oh, gentlemen, we're not dealing with a flu virus here. We're dealing with an often lethal, always debilitating, encephalitic mutation. Leaves its victims either dead or incurably mad. You got that?
Celia, the door's locked.
Bill? There's been an accident.
What accident?
All the rats are dead.
What rats?
I'm sorry, Bill. I produced some M3 bacteria last night. When I came in this morning, I found all the test rats dead.
You blew it. Now I have to call public health.
Rachel had this room once. She died when she was 21. She was a wicked one, handsome and wild as a hawk. All the young men used to follow her about with her red lips and her big eyes and her white neck. But that didn't save her. She fell off her horse, hunting, hurt her spine. On this bed she lay, month after month. Many the time I sat here listening to her screaming. She used to cry out to me to kill her, but I'd tell her to turn to the Lord. She didn't. She was godless to the last.
Well, I'd better change my wet things.
My father's still alive. He's upstairs. He's very old.
Who is he?
He's 102.
Very old, isn't he?
He's a wicked, blasphemous old man.
I know where he is. He's upstairs behind that bolted door, isn't he?
Yes. Lock him. Saul is why we have to keep Morgan.
But if he did get out?
Saul quite certainly would set fire to the house. He tried to once before. He wanted, he said, to make his house a burnt offering.
But isn't he safely locked in?
Mark of the Devil, the desecration of human mammals less than 300 years ago. Every torture device authentic, actually used at one time. Mark of the Devil, positively the most horrifying film ever made, guaranteed to upset your stomach. This city is now being flooded with stomach distress bags. No one will be allowed in the theater auditorium without these free bags, also available at the theater box office. Mark of the Devil. All ages admitted. Parental guidance suggested.
Any questions?
And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid bust of Pallas just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming. And the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor. And my soul, from out that shadow that lies floating on the floor, shall be lifted nevermore. Pretty good, huh? Okay.
I want you to read The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. You're gonna like it. It's about a school teacher who gets chased by a headless demon.
When I was little, my father was famous. He was the greatest samurai in the empire, and he was the shogun's decapitator. He cut off the heads of 131 lords for the shogun. It was a bad time for the empire. The shogun just stayed inside his castle, and he never came out. People said his brain was infected by devils, and that he was rotting with evil.
I keep thinking about a line from a book. It's The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, the last thing I gave my class to read before the accident. Ichabod Crane disappears. The line goes, as he was a bachelor and in nobody's debt, nobody troubled their head about him anymore.
Is that what you're afraid of? Is that what you're afraid of? Is that what you're afraid of? Is that what you're afraid of?
Night. A time for quiet. A time for evil. Behind the door. Through the window. A time for terror. A terror that leaves a tiny clue, a pattern of blood. Repeated again and again and again. How do you forget? How do you hide from a horror that pierces your most secret moments? How do you escape a death that comes in the night like some monstrous ancient ritual?
Serpents and spiders remind me of you. Even the big black tarantula too. Frankenstein wanted you for his his knife, and now you're my girl. Nobody else is you're my girl. Nobody else is you're my girl. Nobody else is just the pride of the old Ridges home. A body disappeared from the morgue last night. The townspeople jumping and screaming with pride. True love brought us back together again. Now we won't part till they bury you again. And now you're my girl. Nobody else is you're my girl. Nobody else is you're my girl. Nobody else is just the pride of the old Ridges home.
Yes, and she's activated all the spiders in this whole area.
Big, smaller ones will sort of be giants.
Well, it could be unless that neutron gadget works.
I wish that chopper'd get here.
Here comes somebody now.
Frankenstein wanted you for his wife, but Jack the Ripper got you with his knife. They tried to bury you 6 foot deep. They couldn't cover up your big old beat, and now you're my girl. Nobody else is you're my girl. Nobody else is you're my girl. Nobody else is just the pride of the old Ridges home. Serpents and spiders remind me of you. Even the big black tarantula too. Frankenstein wanted you for his wife, but Jack the Ripper got you with his knife, and now you're my girl. Nobody else is you're my girl. Nobody else is you're my girl. Nobody else is just the pride of the old Ridges home.
All right, now that we found it, once you seal off the hole, what's going to happen to the spiders?
That's their energy pattern. That's their lifeline. And once we seal that off, they're gone.
But what if the initiator doesn't work? There's going to be an army of those spiders crawling around, growing and multiplying.
Look, honey, it's already happening.
Dance. Come here.
You are about to see previews from Hannah, Queen of the Vampires. Hannah is not just another little horror film. Hannah is bigger and has more horror. 700 years ago, Hannah, queen and wife of Louis, was buried alive, wearing $1 million worth of jewels. Can you dig it?
My father would kill me if he knew what I was doing.
Just make sure that steak is good and sharp, or we're all dead.
Are you really gonna stick this through her heart?
I'm blind, yet I'm the only one that can see what's happening. Sure, I'm going to kill her. It's the only way to stop her. Let's get on with it. The men will be getting to work soon.
I was taught by Professor Bolton that vampires are myths, that they aren't real.
They're real enough. If you ever feel her fangs sinking in your neck.
What do you want me to do?
All you have to do is lead me into the tomb. Show me where her heart is. Then make sure I drive the stake right into it.
But there are other things in the forest. Creatures which can't be run to earth, like spiders.
Spiders? You laugh, Mr. Breville. Your experience of spiders leads you to believe they are harmless creatures feeding on flies. But we have here in this forest the breed of spider immune to all insecticides. And these spiders, like parasites, draw their sustenance from human blood. Strange sort of paralysis. And as there were spiders crawling all over the body, you can't blame the simpler people here from digging into their memories of folklore, attributing the course of death to the spider goddess.
Well, now, we gave most of our map collection to the library. Mr. Dobbs, we've already been to the library. We've checked every possible source. You're our last resort. Too bad, too bad. We don't have many documents. We don't have room for them. We put up a bond issue, Proposition 14A, specifically asking for a document room, but, oh, here we are. All you have? I'm sorry, just not a speck of room. Miss Dobbs, this is very important. Have you ever heard of an underground river or an ancient waterway that runs through the valley that would empty into a deep pool? Yeah, dear, let me think. I can't think of a thing. But every once in a while, somebody dies and leaves us a whole lot of documents for our room. The one we didn't get, you understand. Proposition 14A was defeated. Well, if you should hear of anything, why, you can get me at the air base. Air base? Yale Central. Oh, sure. I always cooperate with the authorities. You'll find that I'm a very cooperative person. Oh, thank you, Mr. Dobbs. Just call on me anytime, night or day.
Observe this girl. I call her Tarantella. She has human beauty and intelligence, still possesses the capacities and instincts of the giant spider.
How do you mean?
She has the indestructibility of the insect. If her body became damaged, if she were to lose an arm or a leg, she could grow a new one. I expect Tarantella may survive for hundreds and hundreds of years.
And what about males?
Well, unfortunately, in the insect world, the male is a puny, unimportant thing.
Just look where a spider has decided to spin her web. And what a nice, great big fly she's caught. Lucky fly.
I can't say for sure without having it analyzed, but it does look like a large piece of natural silk.
What did we tell you? But that doesn't necessarily prove there's a giant spider. That part's pretty hard to swallow. But we saw it.
Ha ha ha!
You're going to die. You're going to die. Like all the others.
We interrupt this program to bring you the following special announcement. The world's first horror head transplant has failed, and 5 brain donors have died in the experiment. Now you can see it all at your local theater in Beast of Blood, and on the same show, Curse of the Vampires, both brand new in gory color. You'll see a mad fiend transplant human heads in the Cave of Horrors and encounter stunning, screaming, shocking terror as it lives. A monster's head detached from its body, causing savage and inhuman destruction. More fantastic than science, more shocking than fantasy, the creature without a head, controlled by an insane artificial brain. Beast of Blood. Don't miss Beast of Blood and Curse of the Vampires, both rated GP.
Belongs to the monster who's as fierce as a storm, and he demands you to scream when you hear his horn. Everybody scream! Louder, scream! One more time, scream! Now, if you hear this monster playing his tune, you better start screaming and do it soon. This monster's hurting. No wonder he's mean. He's got a thorn on his paw, so he wants you to scream.
Whatever was that? I'm sure something's been hurt. An animal.
We must pretend we didn't hear it. That's what Mrs. Gross always says.
Pretend?
Then we won't imagine things.
Well, sometimes one can't help imagining things.
In your room, it's got curtains.
How nice.
Yes. Mrs. Gross wanted to give you a big room, but I said she'll only be there when she's asleep, and big rooms get bigger at night. Do you know that?
Do they?
Mrs. Gross doesn't know. She shuts her eyes in the dark. I think that's silly. I always look in the dark.
Do you? And what do you see?
There are a lot of empty rooms. I said to Mrs. Gross, I wish there was some way of sleeping in several rooms at once. Mrs. Gross was quite startled by the thought.
I don't wonder.
Nothing, she said. Nothing.
roll over and crush him.
Crush it, tortoise?
Finish your prayer, dear.
If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take. Amen. Miss Giddens, where will the Lord take my soul to?
To heaven.
Are you certain?
Yes, of course, because you're a very, very good girl.
But I might not be, and if I weren't, wouldn't the Lord just leave me here to walk around? Isn't that what happens to some people? A poem. What shall I sing to my Lord from my window? What shall I sing, for my Lord will not stay? What shall I sing, for my Lord will not listen? Where shall I go, for my Lord is away? Whom shall I love when the moon is arisen? Gone is my Lord, and the grave is his prison. What shall I say when my Lord comes calling? What shall I say when he knocks on my door? What shall I say when his feet enter softly, leaving the marks of his grave on my floor? Enter, my Lord, come from your prison, come from your grave, for the moon is arisen. Welcome, my Lord.
I hope you don't mind. I just wanted to take a quick look in at Judy before we started the search. She alone? No, Perry's with her. When's the baby due? Not for some time yet. It's your first, isn't it? Hmm? Yes, it is. I delivered a baby once. Right back there. My house right over there. Back seat. Uh-oh. Ted, the door's open.
TV station just put on a news flash about the cannibals, sir.
That's all we needed. Forgive me, Albert.
Mr. House has left his curse. Nothing supernatural. You allowed that wreck of a castle to grow and fester into a breeding ground for who knows what diseases. Vermin, filth, those bats.
Vampire bats!
Bats! Damn you! Must you go on believing old wives' tales? The vampires exist only in legends. The imaginings of sick and diseased minds. Nowhere else. Legends. Nowhere else.
drinks are all free. And when the sun is done, and that's when I have to flee. You can catch me at the coffin by 5:23. Now if you were smart and feeling up to the part, you best come looking with the stake through my heart. Cause drag's back. I wanna suck your. Come on, babe. Drag's back.
You next.
I wanna suck your. I went in New York City once to make my mark. I checked in the Waldorf in the name of Con Sharp. I used to prowl at City when it was dark. But one night someone mugged me out in Central Park. Now I've had to go away for many's a day. But I'm such a nifty healer that I'm still here to say, drag's back. I wanna suck your. Drag's back. I wanna suck your. They're easy pickings at the discotheques. I'll leave them feeling like they've been in a wreck. You know they wake up all wasted and they never ever check.
Here I am.
Those two small holes that I leave in their necks. Well, if they were wise, they would soon realize.
Come on, Hannah.
They're not hungover, they're just
Come on.
lads, cause drag's back. I wanna suck your. Drag's back. I wanna suck your. Drag's back. Drag's back. Drag's back. Drag's back. Drag's back.
Come on, babe.
Drag's back.
You next.
There's only
sucker.
1 more hour to sunrise. There's only 1 more hour to sunrise. There's only 1 more hour to sunrise. There's only 1 more hour.
Your phone call really upset me.
I'm sorry. Look, I didn't mean to frighten you.
It doesn't matter now. What I'd like to know is what this is all about, this contagious cannibalism or whatever you're calling it.
It's not easy to explain. I'll try to give you an example. When a dog becomes rabid, it attacks and its bite is contagious. That's how the virus spreads.
Okay, that much I understand. But what I don't understand is how a social phenomenon such as cannibalism can become a contagious disease.
God. What happened? How in the hell should I know? Get an ambulance. What are you waiting for? Cannibalism.
I just wanted to tell you that. Well, I really had fun. No one ever bit me like that before. You know, I never thought that... God, I'm a bitch.
Look,
Damn it.
Mary, I'm kind of in a hurry now. I'll talk to you later, okay?
The cannibal man living in today's jungle kills for his freedom. Discover his unique way of disposing of the bodies. A river of blood is created by the cannibal man.
This is like a predatory nature. The attacks of the living creatures will devour them, eat their flesh. The larger it is, the larger its appetite.
My regular recipe.
It shreds the flesh of its victim with scissor-like teeth.
Yet tender and juicy. That's why folks call it. That's why folks call it free meat.
Does this man discover the dark secrets of the cannibal man?
Some species suck out the body fluid.
Deep down, you get that first feeling, real presence. Yes, is it?
From the instant they're born, they're hungry. That bubbly secretion you see is formed in the digestive system. It acts as a defensive mechanism.
Hey, Captain! Remember me? It's Tommy! You hunky-ass bastard! Remember these choppers?
No, never bit me like that before.
Yes, tender and juicy. Yes, tender and juicy. Yes.
What's wrong, honey?
My hand feels weird.
They walk among us. They look like us. They have a power far greater than we've ever seen before, and they have decided to destroy us. You have everything to look forward to, except tomorrow. End of the world.
Yes, I'm ready.
Quiet, please!
All right, stand by. 5, 4, 3.
Good evening. In the past few months, the world community has witnessed unparalleled devastation. Earthquakes and volcanoes have produced staggering losses in life and property. Many are still missing. Starvation has reached enormous proportions. Vandalism is rampant. Chaos has swept through the world's economic system, and we stand on the brink of a nuclear nightmare. The irony is that never before in all of history has there been a more promising moment. In the midst of our weakness and despair, man has found the way. Men of great courage and vision are coming together in a newfound order. Separation and segmentation must yield to unity on every continent and in every country.
Oh. The beast you talk about. Was he the one who goes around marking people? My grandmother told me about a lot of terrible things that are supposed to happen.
The mark of the beast is talked about, Patty. It's probably some kind of identification mark based on the number 666. It says in the Bible that people won't be able to buy or sell anything without it. Kind of a super evil credit card, only it'll be on your hand or forehead.
I wouldn't let anybody tattoo my forehead.
Diane, you don't even have to be around when it happens.
Yes, you do.
Do I?
Sure, because, I like you, sweetheart. Can't you see that? And I am the Antichrist.
Good. I was always a sucker for beats.
Oh, yes. I used to design and build them.
What about equipment?
I don't have access to any, but if we could locate a hand computer, I'm close enough now for the two of us to really crack this thing open.
A calculator.
You might find this hard to believe, but right now I have a way of putting a mark on your hand that looks authentic.
Come floating down.
David, what makes this mark any different from the real mark?
This is our mark, not Satan's.
Gliding through the seaweed, what strange things I see below. Cars are waiting, windshields wiping, nowhere left to go. Oh, the ice clouds are melting. Oh, 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 oh. All the world is drowning. Oh, oh, oh. The ice clouds are melting. The tide is rushing in. All the world is drowning to wash away the sin. Now everybody sing. I tell you, my dear friend, oh, how wonderful it is. No matter wherever you are, we can all be happy and singing. No matter if you're out there parked in that car along the highway, or whether you're at home sitting by the radio, or whether you're having one of the meals, or whether you're by the TV set. Let everyone sing about
This is just in from Central News Agency. The UN has established a special emergency committee and will be making an unprecedented worldwide radio and telecast at noon today. And the purpose of this broadcast will be to assess the worldwide situation and establish methods and procedures in handling possible problems and danger facing the world as we know it today. Now be sure to tune in either your radio or television at 12 noon Eastern Time, 11 o'clock Central Time on UTN, the United Television Network.
You've been left behind. You've been left behind. You've been left behind.
Okay, all units, we've got her safe in our arms.
Roger, we copy that.
Will not be able to get away anywhere, and there will be no way able to get away anywhere.
Come forward and save your soul.
You a sinner? You wish to be saved?
Saved? No. I've come to tell you what I see. There are great darknesses, farther than time itself. And beyond the darkness, a light that glows, changes. And in the center of the universe, the eye that sees us all.
There's a familiar one. There's a familiar one. There's a familiar one. So that what happens to happen the price for me is expected by the one to whom it belongs. Satan.
Happy Halloween.
Sheriff, I saw your car. Bill, Is that you?